Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast. I am your host, Jason Hardin, and I am absolutely grateful and thankful to be here. And today's episode is really a deep dive. Actually, I'm not going to say this because I'm going to make this real quick, so it's not going to be a deep dive. But basically, I wanted to touch on something from the last episode, and it was about branding. And some people, and particularly my fiance, beautiful woman, wonderful, smart, intelligent girl, she said, she said, I loved how you said everybody has a brand, but not everybody knows it. You know, everybody has a personal brand, but not everybody really knows it. She said, how does that relate to personal development? And I was like, that's awesome. That question was great because now I didn't just answer it to her. I wanted to do a whole episode about it. And basically, that's what this is. I wanted to help those that wanted to understand how are all these tips on how to be an entrepreneur and how to be a better business person and how does this help with personal development? What does all this have to relate to personal development and building your brand and branding and all that? And here's what. And here's the answer. Basically, here's why. I get into a lot of that. Well, first of all, let's just back up for a moment. Entrepreneurship is taking full ownership and responsibility over your own earning potential in this capitalistic society. We're gonna start there. So entrepreneurship is that act of taking ownership and all the responsibilities and requirements and everything and effort that goes into that is what entrepreneurship is, and that's why we talk about it. And if you think about it, everything that goes into making a great business is the same thing that goes into creating a great person. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Now, I wanted to kind of relate the two because to build a great brand, for Nike to build their $1 billion brand, for McDonald's to build their $1 billion brand, for all these, Adidas and all these great companies, financially great companies to build these $1 billion brands, and not just the brands, but like the essence of a brand, what these brands represent. Because that's really what a brand is, what these companies represent. When you think about Nike, you really don't think about their money so much as you think about success and athletics and I can do anything, I can jump higher, run faster, I'm Jordan and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's their brand. That's what they created. And that's what they chose to represent, and they went all in on representing that, what they chose to represent. And if we want to apply that to ourselves, man, what do you choose to represent? Whatever you choose to represent is your personal brand. And you don't choose with your mouth, you choose with your actions. So all of you out there have made a choice to some degree to create the brand that you have for yourself. And what is your brand? Your brand is what people think of you when you're not around. Your brand is what people say. Your brand is how you do business. Your brand is how you shop, how you spend money, how you make decisions. Your success, your failures, all that makes up your brand. And what you represent through that, how you get through that. How you deal with all that, and really what you choose to represent. Do you choose to be strong? Do you choose to be resilient? Do you choose to be the rebel? Do you choose to be, good and love will conquer all? Do you choose to be cutthroat? You know what I'm saying? You choose the brand that you want to represent out there in life. And that's what companies do with their big major brands. They choose what they want their company to represent. So that's what the relationship is, and in creating that personal brand or the best personal brand really comes down to creating your best self. To represent, because really what do we all want to do? We want to represent our best selves. That's what our personal brands are. Even when we're not doing the best or taking the best actions or doing the best in our lives, we still want to, we'll lie. Oh man, I'm doing all right, I'm cool. We always trying to represent our best selves, even when we're hurt, when we're sick. Usually, we're trying to, like, even the strongest of us do it. We're trying to represent our best selves no matter what we feel like, no matter what's going on. There can be turmoil at home, man. Everything's fine. So we always try to represent our best selves. So personal development is really creating that best self. Don't just represent it, create it. The best way to represent your best self is to create your best self. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why entrepreneurship and all the tactics and hints and hacks on how to be a better entrepreneur, business owner, or professional is all the tips and hacks on how to be the best you. Everything that we can learn from Tiger Woods on how to be the best golfer is what we can apply to ourselves to be our best selves. The discipline, the practice, the hours of education, of self-education on something you want to learn. Anything that makes anybody great is something that we can apply to ourselves. Greatness is not for other people, it's for us. We are greatness. We are greatness. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to just do great things. We are greatness. Now, what are we going to do with that? What are you going to do with the greatness you are? I keep saying, what are you going to do with your winnings? If you woke up this morning, you're winning. What are you going to do with your winnings? All right, man, that's my episode. I wanted to keep this short. Man, think about that. All right? Think about all of that. How does your personal brand measure up? All right? Anyway, man, I love y'all, man. Check us out at lifeofaboss.net. Check out new episodes of Life of a Boss, the podcast, every Monday and every Thursday. And until next time, remember, success is a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.